the Niners defense is great. DeMeco Ryans is great. He's proven himself. He's gone after this year. He's got to be one of the top head coaching candidates in the league. And the Niners have been good at finding defensive coaches. Robert Saleh had never been a coordinator, hired him, became a head coach in 4 years. DeMeco never been a coordinator, hired him, going to be a head coach in 3 years. Who do you think will be the next man up? Don't say Vic Fangio either, because there's a report that he and Sean Payton are already thinking about teaming up. I'm thinking maybe Dallas if they don't go all the way. So looking like not Vic Fangio. Who do you think will be the next DC of the Niners if DeMeco's gone?
I have a couple. I have a few. I have like 4 guesses. A couple of them are like, no, it's not going to happen, but it's just, I think it'd be cool. The one that I think is realistic and probably deserving and should be considered would be Chris Kasurek, the defensive line coach for the 49ers right now. He's done a fantastic job already.
It won't be, though. Well, I asked him before the season. I was like, hey, man, you're pretty much regarded as the best defensive line coach in the league. Do you have any aspirations to be a coordinator? And he said, I did. I used to. And then they said, you really have to watch coverages. So I started watching coverages, and then I realized that I just kept watching the pass rush. I don't want to watch coverages. I just want to be a defensive line coach. He really said that, and I videotaped him. So God love him. Some people are like that. Some people are great at, I don't want to say like the small picture, but the details. Mm-hmm. The details. Some guys are big picture guys. Yeah. So I think he's a detail guy.
Well, I got another one that you may or may not like. He didn't wrap his college coaching season up well, but I think he would be a good defensive coordinator, which would be David Shaw.
Oh, man. I think he's not going to work for a while. I think if we see him work again, it'll be on television. What I heard through the grapevine is that he wasn't working so hard at Stanford at the end, and that team was that coaching staff was getting outworked pretty much by everyone in the Pac-12. So
it's a lot of work.
I can see why you would say him.
It's head coaching in college, recruiting. It's a big commitment. I think honestly, being a D coordinator might be less work than that. But yeah, that's a good point. I got a couple cool ones just for fun who I'd like to see. It's never going to happen, but. How about Richard Sherman and Deion Sanders? I'd love to consider those guys. I think that would be awesome.
That'd be cool. Yeah. But the way Kyle does it, I think he's a real coach's coach. Yeah. And he's going to want you to go
Deion, they're two big personalities for Kyle, right, for sure.
Well, look at DeMeco and Saleh. Those guys were quality control, linebacker coaches, DCs. Yeah. So there's a little bit of a progression. I got a name. I think I know who it's going to be. I think he's on the staff right now.
Okay.
Corey Undlin. Corey Undlin. He's currently the secondary coach and the pass game specialist. He was the defensive coordinator of Detroit in 2020. To me, the Niners look at him as a conceptual guy. They have 2 kind of coaches on their staff. Guys who teach technique, guys who are conceptual in terms of scheme. And I think he might be both. But I think the fact that he has the pass game specialist title right now means that he is involved in game planning, in scheme. So I think they brought him in last year, probably knowing that DeMeco wasn't going to be around that much. And I think Kyle's always got someone on the back burner. So that's my guess. Corey Undlin, DC next year.
Yeah, it's probably coming from within. I'd be surprised if it doesn't.
They don't want to switch anything up. They don't want to change anything.
Unless it was Vic Fangio, for some reason he didn't go with Sean Payton. Other than that, it sounds like it would be somebody from within. So yeah, I know nothing about the guy, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know much about him either. Just that he's here. But from Fangio's perspective, would I rather go to the Niners and have to do a bunch of compromises with Chris Kasurek and maybe change my defense from a 3-4 to a 4-3, or just go with Sean Payton and do whatever the hell I want to do?
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you don't know who Corey Undlin is, check him out.